He has been waiting for this world title shot. I know he will be ready, and I'd like to introduce to you now Dierry Jean.
How are you? Yes. My training camp is very good. So far, so good. And we're in our best shape of my life. And we're going to go out there and to do the job. We're in a real mission to go out there and win the belt.
Thank you, Dierry. Now, Lamont Peterson, certainly a fighter who always comes to entertain, who always comes to fight. Will to win, I think, is right there next to his name.
Hey, how everybody doing? Pretty much don't have to say much about my background or how I train. Everybody know I come to fight. I come in shape, and I'm just looking forward to January 25th.
Thank you, Lamont. We're going to be opening it up now to the media to ask questions from either one of those two guys.
And our first question comes from Dan Rafael with ESPN.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Once again, my first question is for Dierry. It's good to talk to you. My question for you is, you got this title shot by scoring a pretty big knockout against Pendarvis in your eliminator. And now you come into this fight against an opponent in Lamont who got knocked out in his last fight, even though it wasn't a world title fight. Do you feel like the best case of action for you is to sort of try to jump on him to make him remember the way it was when he was fighting Matisse in his last fight?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for me, because I think in his mind he's not 100% okay, so it's gonna be a great opportunity for me to struck him again, for me to cut him again, to remind him the nightmare he took last time.
And can you also talk a little bit about your boxing background? Richard mentioned in his introductory remarks, you came from Haiti. I don't know how old you were when you moved from Haiti to Canada, but what was it like for you growing up there? And how did you get involved?
Yeah, I came at 10 years old and with my big brother, and we grew up there. I started boxing at 18 years old. Ex-boxer Jean Alcine who brought me there, and then since that day I'm still boxing. Because I dreamed that I was a boxer, and then the next day he came to me and asked me if I wanna box, and I said yeah, for sure. I dreamed that I was a boxer, so why not? And that's the dream come true.
Okay. What are your thoughts, very quickly, as far as this fight being that you're going to travel to Lamont's hometown, where he enjoys good support? He's been successful in the past, and has fought, a couple of his last 2 or 3 fights in Washington D.C. You're going to be the guy on the road in this one.
Yeah, for sure. It's okay. So it doesn't matter. For sure, I would prefer to be on my crowd, but it's gonna be okay. I can't deal with pressure, and he's gonna be the only one guy in the ring with me. Not against. I'm not gonna be against the fans, so I'm very good to deal with pressure.
All right, very good. Thank you for your answers. I appreciate it. Lamont, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. My question for you, Lamont, is we know what happened in the fight against Lucas Matisse. I'm wondering, from your point of view, how difficult is it to overcome that loss? And some guys, they come back off of a fight like that, they may go into a smaller fight, an 8-rounder, maybe not a TV fight. You're jumping right back in against your number one challenger, in the main event in front of the home crowd. How was it like for you to get over that knockout loss and to be right back into a somewhat significant fight in the next match?
Getting over the loss, that happened in one day. Who cares about the knockout? It's part of boxing. That's what happens. You pick yourself up and you move on. Who cares? At this point, it's in the past. Who cares? As a fighter, you have to block it out and you keep moving. far as, me moving on, I'm a fighter. At the end of the day, I had to focus on January 25th. I train hard, give it my all, and we go out there and we fight. It's always going to be the same with me. Who cares about what happened in the last fight?
So does that mean, Lamont, that even though you got beat in the last fight, but you still have the title because...
Yeah.
No, I understand that. That. But you were at the catchweight. So you still feel like a champion even though the last fight was a defeat?
At the end of the day, the belts mean nothing. It means a lot to y'all, but it means nothing to me. I just love to fight. I bust my ass in the gym. I go and I fight. I give it my all in the ring. Who cares about who's number one, who's number two, who's pound for pound, who has this belt, who has that belt? Care less about that. So if you look at me as a champion or not, it doesn't make a difference. Only thing it was is we fought at a catchweight, and me having a belt allows me to have this opportunity to fight Dierry Jean. That's it. That's all that belt means to me.
I understand that. The one other question that would be, you said that, who cares about a loss? And I can certainly appreciate that mentality of just, moving on to the next thing. But I'm sure you realize that when you lose, it has a tremendous and dramatic impact on the money that you can earn. Isn't that right? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, of course I know that. And it's not my first loss, so I know that. It has happened before, but at the end of the day, as a fighter, my mentality has to be, who cares? Who's going to sit around and think about their last fight? If it didn't go the way they wanted it to go.
All right, fair enough.
The best thing to do is to pick yourself up, forget about it, move on. I know I can still fight. I'm still a good fighter. I have to forget about it.
All right. Lamont, thank you for the answers. Look forward to the fight. I'll see you guys in D.C. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Gary Williams with FightNews.com.
Hi, good day to both of you. Happy New Year to you both.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. A question first to Mr. Jean. What do you see in Lamont Peterson that you feel that you can exploit without giving your game plan? But what do you see that says you will win this fight and win the title on the 25th?
Yeah, I see I'm a better fighter. I'm more vicious, and I can hit harder than him, and I want it more. So I own everything to earn that title.
Okay, good enough. And for Lamont, my question also, fighting your hometown again, one of the things that I've noticed in the fights you've had here that hopefully, I should say you have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start against Khan, against Holt especially. How important is it for you to get off to a real fast start on the 25th?
Whether I start off slow or fast, it doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, my job is to win the fight, and that's what I'm focused on. If I want to start off slow, then, let me start off slow. If I want to start off fast, then I'll start off fast. But at the end of the day, it's all about, a 12-round fight and winning that contest. So that's what I'm focused on.
Our next question comes from Lem Satterfield with TheRingTV.com.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Hey, Lamont. I just have one question for you. I don't think I've ever heard anybody open up a conference call by talking about you the way he did. And I know you're usually a very even-tempered guy. When you hear somebody talk about you like that and you're the champion, what does it do? Does it arouse your competitive juices? And I know you're going to be fighting in front of your hometown crowd, which is always very supportive, and you seem energized by that.
Who cares about what he thinks, what he says? At the end of the day, you have to get in there and show me. So it's not going to make me feel no type of way. He can say what he wants. It's all his perception at this point. You have to go in there and show me.
One other question. How does he stack up against the guys that you fought? Has he fought anybody on your level or any of the guys that you fought on their level?
I'm not sure, but we're going to find out January 25th.
Lamont, thanks a lot. Good luck on January 25th.
Thanks.
Our next question comes from Juan Marshall with Pro AM Fight Talk.
Hey, Lamont. Hey, Lisa.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, my question's for you, Lamont. I've seen you train and everything. Coming off the Matisse fight, are you going into this fight a little harder, training a little harder than you have with any other fight because of you coming off of a loss?
Not really. You know, I always train hard. I always give my best. So how could I train harder? And I give it my all every time. So at this point, you know, you go back and you, regardless of win or lose, you go back and you work on things you feel like you need to work on. You move on and you go to the next fight. So that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, maybe I'm not talking about the training aspect, but mentally, do you know I must win this fight? You know, because if I lose it, it's an opportunity.
Before I went in there and fought Matisse, I felt that way. So I'm definitely going to feel that way now. It's not going to be anything else. I train hard every training camp. I'm not just talking about physical training. I'm talking about mentally. You know, I always do what I'm supposed to do. No hanging out. You know, no family. I stick to a strict diet and a strict lifestyle, and that's every fight.
Yeah. Okay. This question for you, Jean. Coming into this fight, knowing that you're fighting a type of fighter that Lamont Peterson is, with his background of fighters that he's been fighting against, how are you coming into this fight? And what's your mental state as far as not conditioning, but mental state to make it through this fight in order to win this fight?
Yeah, this fight means everything for me, you know. I've been working so hard, you know, to get there, and now I'm there. It's to go conquer the belt. It's a lot for me, you know. For so long, I started 18 years old, and now I'm 31. You know, I think I deserve it now. I work so hard, you know, from the bottom of my heart. So now it's time to go get that belt. It's my time now. You know, Lamont did his time, now it's my time.